Alright guys, so we've got some Fred Hill news this morning. Fred Hill has got his motion of discovery and he's texted the text of that to Ziggy via these messages that they send to each other. I'm going to play you a little bit of what Ziggy said. First, let me get rid of this stuff and show you some of these text messages. I've just screenshotted these from Ziggy's live, so some of them are a bit blurry, but I'll read them to you. Okay, on my motion of discovery on November 29th, 2021, Detective Gary Lawson of the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, any relation to the Great Sheriff, received information from a confidential informant, hereinafter referred to as confidential informant 1 in the masculine gender, that he, confidential informant 1, let's just say CI, could purchase meth from Fred Jr. Hill. At the time, Hill agreed to sale. Ball, street name, for $3.5 for $100. At this time, CI's person and vehicle were searched, no contraband located. CI was then fitted with a recording capable of transmitting a conversation from one place to another. CI was then provided $100 of Hawkins County Sheriff's Office confidential funds. So there was 2 sales. This is the second sale. I don't think I didn't screenshot everything. So the first sale was paid for. The second sale exchanged $0 of Hawkins County Sheriff's Office funds to Hill for 4.23 grams field weight of crystalline-like substance believed to be meth. CI then left the deal location and travelled directly back to meet location, turned over and purchased meth and $10. He gave Hawkins County Sheriff's Office $10 back. The CI's person and vehicle was searched again, no contraband located. This controlled purchase was monitored in entirety by audio and video surveillance. Purchased drugs were packaged and sent to the TBI lab. Alright, so the full set of text messages revealed that on one of the sales, it doesn't seem that the CI was charged anything, unless that's a typo. So Fred gave him the meth. Unless it's a typo, it could be a typo. And in one of the sales, or giveaway, the audio device didn't work. This is what Fred Hill thinks is going to happen next. So I'm going to play this from Ziggy's live.
Why did they wait over a year? It's been over a year on both of the charges since the actual incident happened. That's another weird thing.
They do that though, don't they? Like, this is not a priority. He's not going anywhere. They've got him banged to rights. I don't know.
They did tell Fred they'll make sure that he doesn't have to do that he doesn't have this. They'll make sure that he doesn't have to do any time.
Wait, what? Wasn't he offered 30% of 8 years? Wasn't that the deal that Ziggy talked about on the last live, that things came out about Fred? So 30% of 8 years. Hold on. 8 times 0.3. So 2.4. 2.4 years. So you've got 2 sales, 2 time points, one in 21, one in 22, and you've got manufactured, blah, blah, blah. And then you've got the dwelling charge. We'll look at charges in a minute. So you've got all that, and they offered him 30% of 8 years as a deal, which is 2.4 years. So where's this he's not going to do any time come from? Where's that come from? That doesn't make sense.
And he's very much still feels like Cotton is involved.
So Cotton's involved in Summer's disappearance. So does he think that pressing this Cotton situation leading to the discovery of Summer Wells is going to get him off any prison time. Is that what he's trying to establish here? Is this all just nonsense?
Okay, that's his feelings. He's still under that belief.
But he's said more than one thing, hasn't he? Like this thing came out of the blue, Cotton Simpson, but he said other stuff as well. You know, those texts from Geordie Sue that I showed yesterday, you know, Fred was creeping around the woods. He was like checking up on people's conversations when they were all looking for Summer. So what was he doing? Behaving strangely. Maybe he's just nosy, wanted information. Maybe.
He said that Cotton knew way too much.
Well, that means that Fred knows way too much.
Also, the information that he was said to have had and why they questioned him. Like it was said that he had information about the crime scene that was not released to the public.
So this is Fred knowing about Cotton's death scene. We can't say it was a crime scene because we don't know there was a crime.
Well, the only reason why is because he knew the location of where Cotton was hit or where his wound was.
So knew where Cotton was hit, where his wound was. Well, do we know he was hit? How does Fred know he was hit?
The blunt force trauma, it was on the back of the head. Fred knew it because of a family member telling him.
And that does make sense, right? Local knowledge. So a family member might have told him, but the family are under the impression that it was an accident. So if Fred is saying something different, then that's an issue. Anyway, let's look at Fred's charges here. So 2 cases, right? 2 cases, different case numbers. We've got 2 charges for the first one. So this is actually the second buy. So 3-3-22. And we've got meth, delivering, sale, possession with intent. And then we've got maintain dwelling for drug use. So what you do is you look for the TCA code. So Fred's under the impression that he's not going to do any time for these things because they can only prove 1 and you need 2 buys. This is what Fred is saying. It doesn't say that in the Tennessee code. This is 3917 434A, which is this here, 3917 434A. It's an offence for a defendant to knowingly manufacture, deliver, sell, or possess meth with intent to manufacture, deliver, or sell. It doesn't matter if he didn't actually sell it, he was possessing it with an intent to sell. If you look at B, which they're not doing him for, but B, it's an offence for a person to knowingly possess or casually exchange meth. Okay, and then the other one is 5311-404. So 5311-404, it's a bit miscellaneous. But here, knowingly to keep or maintain any store, shop, warehouse, dwelling, building, vehicle, boat, aircraft, blah, blah, blah. Resorted to persons using controlled substance in violation of Part 3. Alright, and he's got that twice. So the second one, they're the same codes, but different violation date, 11/29/21. So you're bound to rights, Fred, even if they don't include the one where the audio stuff didn't work. They've still got the proof from the confidential informant having possession, so having nothing before you went to Fred Hill's and then coming back with stuff from Fred, even if the audio recording didn't work. But even if they don't include that, they've still got... There's nothing in statute that I can see that says you need 2 buys. So Fred is banged to rights, honestly. But this Cotton thing is all very weird. I think he should take the deal, personally. If he thinks he's going to get off on it, I don't think he is. But what do I know? I'm not a lawyer. He needs to speak to an attorney, doesn't he? All right, see you later. Bye, guys.